Hey, aspiring guitarists. I'm going to talk today. We ran our conclusion of the beginner guitar and what our four top choices were. And in that video, I talked about amplifiers and where you didn't have to spend a fortune on amplifiers it, with that little Squire mini Strat that I talked about. And I also talked about why you might not even want an amplifier yet for your child. Um, Let me explain to you what you can do. Everybody thinks about lugging around big giant amps, and I did in high school back in the 70s. I had a Fender Super Twin Reverb, had four 10-inch speakers. It would just blast you out. Tube amp. Now people are hunting. They just love them, and of course there's all kind of literally all kind of people that take sides with amps. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. Y'all know me. To me, the that's what I love about a guitar. I mean, look at the guitars behind me. There's choices, and we all make our choices. For me, there is no right or wrong way on everything. Things are subjective, and there's different styles, and it's one of the appealing things about guitars. But let me explain to you about small amps. I'm gonna get to this in a minute. This is an Epiphone Les Paul Special One that I bought during the. Let me get it in there. There you go. The stupid deal of the day. It's got two humbuckers in it. It's kind of modeled on the Junior. You got a volume control, you got a tone control, and your pickup switches, rhythm at the top, combined, treble, rhythm, combined, treble are down here. Unlike a normal Les Paul, like it's sitting over there in the rack, that has the four controls. I mean, most of you know that. But this was in the stupid deal of the day, the musician's friend stupid deal of the day. They put it out every morning early. I try not to get addicted to it, but I look at them. And I was looking for a guitar for one of my sons, and I like Epiphones. I really do, and that's not what this is about. This is about a getting a guitar for the use that you need. And I've already told you I'm not going to give up my Martins, my Taylors, my Fenders. I'm not going to do that. But I got this from Musician's Friend. It was shit. Didn't come with a gig bag or nothing, but it came in a padded box. It was padded well. Had the normal Epiphone plastic bag with the picks in it and, things like that. Now, I didn't have to do anything to it. I was actually surprised. The tension and the action on the strings, you can see how far the strings are from the fret, was actually really well. So let me tell you, even without an amp, this is an electric guitar. I got it plugged in, but I don't have an amp turned on. You can still hear it. Sounds pretty darn good all by itself. But now this is let me just show you here. I bought a traveler guitar. I've shown those to y'all, the little traveler guitars. And they had these on sale, and I bought this for like $49. And it is charged by USB-C in the back. It's also a Bluetooth wireless. I've actually taken my iPhone when I listen to a podcast and used it, and it's wireless. Now it's got the jack, for your guitar. And then you've got the basic controls. You've got now this one over here, this volume is for the Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth will light up. I'm going to turn it on here. You can see the red light came on. You've got a gain control. You also have a distortion. You have clean and distortion. You have clean distortion button. You have the gain. You have the master volume, and then you have the Bluetooth volume. This was $49. I'm going to put a link, and I've seen it on Facebook and YouTube branded with other names and logos, but this one has been good. I've had this one over 6 months. It charges simply with a USB-C. It's also got a power outlet, and it's got an audio for headphones. So, but what will it do? Well, let's see. So, I've got here, and I've simply got volume, and I've got tone. And I can turn the volume up here. Let's change the tone. All right. Let's put a little distortion in here, and then I'll work on gain. Now, a lot of people don't understand gain. Gain actually gives you some distortion all by itself, just increasing. I turned the gain up. Well, let's go a little further now. Let's cut back. I'm going to cut back on the gain, and I'm going to push the clean distortion button. So let's go to distortion. All right, same thing. Now let's increase the volume. A bit of sustain going on there. No, it's not like my Strats or Tellys or Les Pauls, but this was a guitar that right now, as I'm doing this, is $149 at Musician's Friend. It doesn't even, the finish, I don't know if you can see this. Let me turn this off or we don't get a lot of feedback and unplug but the finish, it's almost like it doesn't exist. You can even see the wood. Let's get over here, right here. There we go. But it doesn't look bad. It just got sprayed. And so what you gave up, I still think, look, I've unplugged the amp. So why didn't I make this one of our 4 picks? Well, the reason I didn't is because the stupid deal of the day changes, but it's still $149 at Musician's Friend. I don't have tuning issues. It's not a bad looking guitar. It's not real heavy. It's fairly light, but I got it the stupid deal of a day for like $119. And this was back a while back. It shipped without any problem. I already had this Traveler for $50. Like I said, you can buy these. I'll put a link to both of these. But I'm going to do a detailed amplifier review in the future. But this is just to show you, and I know this makes the C part, and everybody wants to get in there, and you shouldn't do that to somebody. But this, the action is easy to play. It does well. And it's light. So, I'm never going to knock the high-end guitars because the tones in an electric guitar, the sounds, the different things they'll do, that's part of the enjoyment. But I'm not going to knock some of these budget guitars. I'm not saying they'll last forever. there's some I like, some I don't like, but that's an example of why you don't have to spend a fortune on an amp. You didn't even, with that guitar there, it was actually loud enough. You didn't even have to have an amp, to play it and to learn. But hey, this little amp right here that also doubles as a Bluetooth speaker. I mean, all right, let's turn it on again. All right, let's turn it on. Now, if you press the button over here, you see it's like now it's searching for Bluetooth. So anyway, that's just an example of why when you buy a beginner guitar, you do not have to go buy some giant amp. But there's other amps. There's small Fender amps. So anyway, I hope this helps. I hope your guitar journey is blessed, and most of all, happy picking. And I want to thank you for watching these videos, and I want to thank the people that are supporting with our low cost alternatives. It means a lot to us, and we hope you're getting some value. Hey, happy picking.